And good evening and welcome to November and Health and Ed. And we hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and hope the committee did. And so one of you people that had a great Thanksgiving, please move to approve the minutes.
I will make the motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Commissioner Turner. A second from Commissioner Soriano. All in favor of approving our minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? And of course, there is none. Community care is on your tablet there. You've had an opportunity to read that, and I didn't see anything on. Looks like our administrative report is particularly strong this month, but maybe I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. But Ms. Cook, you have founded that committee. You're a charter member of the community care, and what about it? Are we in good shape?
We're doing good.
Okay.
We're doing good. I hadn't got to read it, but we had an email on one of our collections. So I'm pretty sure. Mayor, did you get it?
The receipt was good, and will even be better when we collect that one account she's referring to.
We seldom say anything about it, but we have an excellent committee, a board of directors on community care, and we appreciate them very much and their efforts pretty much every day, really. Carol, you can pass that along if you would, the next time that we call that to the attention of the public.
I'll say this, it's kind of funny. We was touring the jail the other day, and Sergeant Lloyd said, we're making our bread now. And she says, I think we're going to have it down to 35 to 34 cents a loaf. And it's for the workhouse, it's for the jail, it's for several, and community care.
Oh, all right.
So
All right. Okay.
bread had gone up to about nearly $2 a loaf. One company had done that.
Need a
Motion to approve the report.
that's what I need right there. And a second.
Second.
All in favor of approving the report, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed, and of course there is none. And Ms. Garrett is with us, fresh from her wonderful drive from the beautiful city of Nashville, where you met with the State Department today.
Yes,
I'm
that's
glad to know they're
correct.
still in business down there. I'm sure they'll be sending us some money just any day. You have the Health Department report in front of you, and it's brief, but I know she has some other things she wants to pass along as well. Ms. Garrett, thank you for coming.
Thank you. On our report, we're right along where we would expect to be this time of year. Still seeing increases in the Women, Infant, and Children program and well child exams. And of course, we talked a little bit last time about dental, but I'm bringing it up every time in case any dentists are listening. We are looking, it's in front of you, Ms. Cook. I don't have it electronically. But in case there are any dentists that are available, we're looking to fill a position there. Our dentist has moved on.
How many hours is it? Is it full time, or I was wondering
I'll
if
take
maybe
either.
maybe some retired dentist might do part time or something like that.
Yeah, because we have some great programs set up with the schools, not just our patients in house, that we can't do without the dentist as well. So it's really, really important for us to find somebody. A couple of days a week, one day a week would keep us going at least. So.
Over at the Hope Clinic, they have a lot of retired doctors that help over there and really do wonderful things. And so that might be a way to get somebody back involved. If somebody's out there listening, might
Yes, that's right.
a couple afternoons a week or something like that,
Exactly. It would be very helpful.
Do you have it on our television station too?
Yes, it's on the county HR website where people can go and see open positions, and it's on there, and it says either part-time or full-time, but we're flexible, just whatever we can try to find that would work so we can keep those great programs going that we have going.
Interfaith Dental Clinic.
Yes, and they're going to try to help us a little in the layover. Interfaith Dental is what he was asking about, and they are going to try to help us a little bit, but it's going to be hard because they're busy with their customers as well. So, but they have been trying to help us.
Any questions from Ms. Garrett?
Motion to approve the report.
Thank you, Commissioner Jordan. A second?
Second.
Commissioner Allen, thank you. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? There's none, of course. Ms. Garrett, you had At least one thing I know you want to talk about, and maybe more.
Yes, just two quick little updates. Statistically speaking, about a little bit less than 50% of our population got their flu shot last year. So we have tried many different things to remove barriers for people to have access to get that flu shot as easily as possible for them. And as you know, every time we've talked about it, I've said it's pretty much open anytime we're there, come in. Wednesday mornings is not the best time because we do some staff education during that time, but pretty much any time we try to have that open. The state commissioner has decided to say December 1st, so starting December 1st, they will remove the barrier of any cost at all. So it will be totally free for anybody who hasn't gotten their vaccination December 1st. So that will give us a little bit more freedom to go out and do things a little bit more in the community. We've already set up some stuff with Journey Home and Greenhouse Ministries and stuff to do outreach there. So as I know more, I'll let you know what we just found that out today. So that will hopefully get our numbers even higher to remove one more barrier for people.
So that's regardless of ability to pay.
Right,
Because it was
right.
a sliding scale before.
Yes, exactly. So, and it's still well in time to get coverage. Takes about 7 to 10 days to get coverage once you've got the vaccination, and we're not in the peak yet of flu season, so it's still within time. So that was one little update that I wanted to give you.
If I remember right, October is the prime time to get a flu shot, and it'll probably protect you for the winter.
That's correct.
Years ago, my doctor recommended a booster, like in January or February. Is that still recommended? Or?
It isn't. That was the recommendation for years, but it's really not recommended now.
Okay. Cool.
This will cover you for the whole season. So once you get the one.
Going out, you mentioned going out. Is there anything preventing you from going into sitting up a day or a couple of days at a school?
Well, there is we have to go in front of the school board and get approval on some of that, and it hasn't been an easy process necessarily always in the past to do that. And then when the cost was assigned,
Mm-hmm.
that makes it a little bit of a barrier too, because how do you do that off-site, So I'm hoping to be able to expand and do that's exactly where I'm thinking that we're going to try to go. But I just, like I said, just found out today, so I'm trying to get that set up. But that's a great example of
Yeah,
what
if
we
there was
want to
some way to
do.
even do it, I'm thinking even like after hours, you know how they do blood drives,
Mhm,
early
mhm.
afternoon and evening. If there was some way,
Exactly.
you could capture a several school radius and say,
Right.
we're gonna be at this one for this window of time, free flu shots, because, I mean, how many times have we heard of schools having to close,
Right.
because
Right.
there's an epidemic now, so.
Exactly. And with our limited staff, it's hard to get to all,
Mhm.
how many do we have now? I mean, it's a lot. 40? 45?
45 schools.
Yeah,
Soon as
45
Stewart
schools.
Creek's on, might be able to be 45
So,
on.
yeah. So it is hard but like you said, to try to pick one and say, well, this is close to these 5 or
Right.
something, but yeah, that's kind of our plan, so we'll
Or
try
even
to
the Boys and Girls Club.
formulate, yeah, exactly. And then
Yeah, you were gonna ask about
Yes.
this.
There was one other thing also I wanted to just bring up. I kind of mentor or guide a committee called the Rutherford County Wellness Council, and it's got a chairman and a participation group of people from all over Rutherford County. Smyrna Laverne, Commissioner Soriano is on the board.
Of course.
And what they
On every board.
what they do is work really hard to come up with ways to make our community healthier, and to try to look at all the aspects of everything we do through a health filter. And they had heard about the program that was happening in Nashville called the Mayor's Walk, and they got a large grant to kind of pull that off and do that, but we kind of wanted to come up with our own version of it. And so I'm real excited that they're moving forward with that, and we're going to try to do it in the spring. It's still all being formulated, but I'm going to ask that you guys kind of be our lead. Mayor Burgess has already agreed, and what I'm. And so.
Didn't know you'd agreed.
Vicky makes those arrangements. But I'd be happy to walk.
That's right, of course, of course. And then also, we've talked to the mayors in Smyrna and Laverne as well. And then we thought what we would do is a 1 mile fun walk in each of your districts. So a total of 21 miles that we would cover. And it would give us a couple of opportunities. One, for people to get out and meet their neighbors and see what's going on, but also for people to see where can I walk right in my own district or my own area that's a good path. And so it's just a double effort. So it's an exciting project that they're working on. This committee has done lots of things in the past, have won awards, national awards for all their activities that they've done. And I think this will be nothing short of that as well. But it will involve us getting leadership and walking the talk and, going out and doing these walks. So I'm just throwing that out there to let you be maybe planning and thinking about where you would think would be a good spot. And once we get it all formulated more, then I'll send out something to the entire commission so we can get a plan going.
Need to get the newspapers too, and WGNS Radio behind it. I think they would.
Yes.
I think they would really like that.
I think so as well, and that was part of also reaching out to you guys, is because a lot of people in the community and can help us spread the word. It's just about trying to get our community. We know there's an obesity issue, and it's just about trying to get out there and show some simple things that people can do. Not a 5 mile, nothing intimidating. We're just going to try the 1 mile, and so that's what I wanted to bring up and just tell you about that project that we're working on. And as I know more, I'll bring you more updates.
You're looking at March, you said.
Yeah, sometime in the spring, March or April.
Okay.
Yes.
Comments from anyone? If not, thank you, Ms. Carey.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it.
You probably noticed that Teresa Jolly is not here, but she has been ably, well, maybe I better wait till she finishes. I'm pretty sure ably replaced here. Ms. Nolan?
Yes.
Good evening to you.
Good evening to y'all. There's not a whole lot to report. Just to report that the Stewart's Creek High School, the construction is about 57% complete. And the Eagle Vision, of course, is 100% complete, but there is still money available in that project. The money available in Stewart's Creek is $4.4 million, but you can look at their schedule, and primarily a lot of that has to do with their furniture, equipment, technology. As far as money not obligated.
Paid 53% so far, roughly. Probably a little ahead of that, probably by now.
Yeah, yes, because this report was done November 20th. So.
We through with the borrowing on all that?
Yes, all this money is borrowed in the bank.
Well, I guess since we met the last time, they've hired a principal, right? And full steam ahead there. And I was down there, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago on a Sunday. I just drove through coming back from Nashville. And they were working on the roof. So they were on a Sunday, so they were very serious about getting that thing under cover, I guess, before the winter hit. As far as I know, everything's going along all right. I don't know of any problems. I did meet with Mr. Sandy this morning. He just mentioned that, and Mr. Clardy, that the project was on schedule, so that sounded good. They're going to meet next week and decide about entrance and exits to the property, so I think there's considerable amount of controversy there, but we don't deal in controversy here on Hell Mid. We can help it. I know nothing about it, but anyway, it looks like I think they're through rezoning too. I believe they are there almost. They got maybe
They're
one little.
they see the finish line right at their nose.
Yeah, okay.
I think is probably the most accurate statement.
I think they could probably handle that without any help from us. Any questions for Ms. Nolan, who knows all? I think I'm pretty sure. If there are not any, I need a motion to approve her wonderful report.
So moved.
Mr. Soriano and
Second.
second by Mr. Turner, and all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And Opposed? And
Thank you.
no opposition. Thank you, Ms. Nolan. Appreciate it.
Lisa, while you're here, we had a discussion where we're talking out loud about the new deposit.
Pay cards?
Yeah.
Have y'all all turned your stuff in?
Yeah. Can you save money by not mailing those stubs out and put them in our boxes?
Yes, I can absolutely do that.
Do you?
On the long-term plan?
Yeah.
The long-term plan is once, we're ready on our end, or just waiting on my software folks to do whatever they need to do, but the next step is online pay stubs. So there won't be any pay stubs, but until then, we have to give, the stubs to the employees.
Just saving
Yes.
money by mailing
Absolutely.
those things out. We all check our mailbox, and I'm not sure that, there may be some that would want it mailed to their homes, I'm not sure.
The only things that get mailed were the actual checks. With the school board would the school board mails the actual checks. Now, on the county side, we hand them out. All checks are handed out, so, yeah, we can put your stubs in your boxes.
I'd rather for mine be put in a box and be sent even over email.
Well, it won't be sent email. I mean, whenever online, you'll log on to
You
a
have to go
site
online,
and
you
you'll get yours. You'll only see yours.
I think I'm gonna get rid of my computer. I hate it.
You think it's that specific computer, or is it all computers?
It's their operator.
Remove the iPad.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
operator.
It's the operator.
We did, on that subject that Commissioner Phelps just brought up, I don't know if you've gotten your mail yet today or not, but we did get that useless digest today. And he
Legislative.
came again, but there is a form in there to
Yeah, I got one.
yeah, he's got his right there that you can dispense with that. I think you just have it put in your box.
Or you can reply
or-
via email.
Or you can do the email. And it is on the website. But nobody at steering, and that includes our mayor, evidently knew that night exactly where it was or how we could get to it. I never could find it. But Commissioner Stevens found it, and Vicki found it, and so it's on the website. So and the minutes, the full minutes are going to be there pretty soon. Is that correct?
I think so. I mean, that's a lot of volume.
It is, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure, I mean, people are gonna actually read those.
Right. Well, that's
20, 30 pages sometime.
that's really for the public. I mean, after all, we were there.
Right.
But the digest, I guess, can give you some hint. But that would be another money-saving thing, which was the whole idea. That's why Commissioner Stevens brought it up, I think. So, anyway, I guess we need to look for things like that.
What was the deadline, Lisa, on getting that form turned in? Was there a deadline? Hypothetically, if a commissioner didn't remember what that deadline was?
You can bring it in December. I mean,
Okay.
we would love to be 100% on in January.
Okay.
January 1 is the deadline, but
I was
plus
thinking
we
it
have
was
to
December.
pre-note, it is December, we have to pre-note the paycheck to make the bank account to
Right.
make sure it goes. And then we can, then January we'd have to
Okay.
be direct deposited. So at the next commission, yeah, you can bring that.
And you'll have some extras there just in case.
I'm glad, I'll bring some extra things.
Yes,
Bring
that might
a
help
check.
certain
Bring
commissioners.
a voided check.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on here. I know you're disappointed that Mr. Sandvik is not here, and I talked with him today, and he's disappointed that there was no reason to come, but there's no school board business tonight or amendments, and which carries us right into number 6 here, 18th meeting. Mr. Sandvik told me today that he would not have any school board business or amendments, he did not think, on the 18th. And I said, I'm going to ask my committee if I can cancel that meeting on the 18th. And I said, I'm going to do that tonight. And he said, I'm not going to have anything. So after discussing this with the mayor just very briefly tonight, I think we're in good shape there. And I'm going to cancel that meeting unless we'll just get together in January.
Canceling that one meeting will save a whole lot of postage stamps.
Well,
in itself, you know.
it does. It surely does. Well, that takes us to 7th, which is January 22nd. I've thought about this, and I know Dr. Bullen talked about it one time a number of years ago about maybe having a meeting at a school or since that's primarily what we deal with. And I really hadn't thought too much about it, but Principal Ash at Central Magnet brought this up to me, and I did email you, or Vicki did, about a month ago about having the meeting out there in January, and I had no objection to it, but at all. As a matter of fact, I was kind of for it. Education is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, I think they intend, I believe, to use it for civics classes and history and that government, that kind of thing. Maybe for all age groups. I'm not really sure that they are really firm on what they're going to do yet, but we may end up with the largest audience ever at a committee meeting, because a lot of those youngsters, of course, don't drive, and their parents will have to come. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to do that. And we may have quite a bit of business to transact on that evening, too. So what do you think? I can notify him yes, no, or we can discuss it later, or do it in February or March or April, or whatever you want to do. But it's January 18th. No, excuse me, 22nd. 22nd.
I have no problem in going. I think it's a good idea.
I got an email from a couple of you supporting the idea, but I mean, you know, it's fine with me.
We've had it at schools before.
Yeah, have we? Okay.
And y'all added on Oakland.
We've been to Central.
Okay, I was not on the committee then.
Yeah, we met over there before we did the addition for them to,
That was a meeting.
yeah,
You had it there, yeah.
yeah, but they were pleading their case for the remodeling or additional work and stuff over there.
Mhm.
5:30 or 4:30?
I'm sorry?
You want to view the school, tour the school
I-
at 4:30?
Well, I asked him about that, and I mentioned it in the email, and we can do it. He's always terrific, and the reason I really know that is we had our 50th reunion over there this past summer, and boy, he was great to work with. I mean, he gave us tours. He gave us all these graduates, many of them who hadn't been in the building in 50 years. He gave them a whole history lesson on it. He was really helpful. He had people there to help him. So I think he'd do a tour at 4:30. I think he'd do a tour when we finished. I don't think he would care. But you want to say 4:30 and
I think it's good for us to tour those buildings when we're there. You know, we can have first hands on what they're doing and what needs to be done.
You tell them we're at Media Community Care, they always have snacks too and something like that.
That's true.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah,
You
that's
all
true.
missing that one, aren't you?
That's true.
it's settled. Tour at 4:30, snacks at 5:10, meeting whenever we finish the snacks.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll pass the word along then. That's January 22nd, and of course the general public is welcome to come, and they may have some questions for us as commissioners. I have no idea what he intends to set up, but okay, we will do that.
As long as she's not wanting
I'll
to do
notify him,
gymnasium or something.
get the ball rolling on that, and Vicki can remind you of the time and everything. Any new business?
To be included.
Mayor, anything? Are we in good shape here?
Yes, sir.
I was working on my calendar for 2013, and I noticed that the February meeting that was scheduled was on the wrong date. I called Miss Vicki yesterday and asked her to take a look at that. Has she called you about
She has not. And I have not looked at that. Well, this is the thing that they send out on each meeting?
No, it's the
No.
one. It's the one that's for the whole year.
Oh.
That sets the meeting dates for the whole year. What do you have there? Did anybody have their calendar for February?
I do not.
What day do you have?
Well, it's on the, she's got it on the do you have it on the 19th? Is that what you're talking about?
It's not scheduled on the 19th.
She has it scheduled for the 19th, and it should be,
The 26th?
yeah, the 26th.
But, the January Health and Ed,
She's got it scheduled on my calendar on the 26th. I don't know. But you say it's printed on the 19th?
The list.
Yeah, the list had it on the 19th.
The listing has it on the 19th.
Which one is it supposed to be?
26.
It's supposed to be the 26th or the 4th.
Okay, so she's put it right on my calendar, but anyway.
But What about the January meeting? I have it for the 22nd.
Should be the
Oh, that
23rd.
is the fourth
Mhm.
Tuesday though,
Yeah,
so that's right.
see, the first is on a Tuesday.
Mhm.
That's right.
So
which
that
will-
one's right.
Yes, it is. So in case anybody has put it on their calendar
For the 19th, that's
for the
incorrect,
19th,
yeah.
it needs to be the next week, I believe.
I didn't
Correct.
notice.
I think Miss Vicky was gonna send out was gonna verify that and send out a
Correct.
yeah, correction for everyone.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Phillips. Any other new business, anything that needs to be discussed? If not, I guess a Christmas wish is a bit early, but if we don't meet in December, we better get it done now. So, Merry Christmas to everyone that's listening. And if there's nothing else, we are adjourned. Thank you, committee. Thank you so much.